Come see us today.
Good morning, today is made for you. Sit tight and you'll be right with WTMA in Charleston.
WTMA Tiger Radio. Do you remember?
Saturday, Sunday, TMA turns solid gold. It's a holiday blast. Then Monday, hear all the hits from 67.
It's going to be an interesting weekend, friends, not only on the radio, but where I am. I'll tell you that right now. 6 before 5 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 6 before 11. That lemonade is getting to me. It's a good thing Sled don't raid this place, I tell you.
Get your answer in today on a postcard to Golden Backward Song, WTMA, Charleston. On the mighty TMA, here's another record that's out of this world.
WTMA Tiger Radio.
Oh, folks, we are reminiscing as we hear those wonderful voices from the past. This is the 70th birthday today of WTMA. Happy birthday.
Almost live.
Almost.
And indirect.
What do you mean almost live? Of course we're live. That's the great Booby Nash. I'm Bill Sharpe from Live 5, and I'm sitting here in the WTMA studio in the air chair, if you would, of Richard Todd and Rocky D, and we've got some WTMA legends right here in front of me, and I can't be happier. I've got Gery London, the great Booby Nash, Bill Quinn, who went on to become the mighty Quinn in Philadelphia, the Right Reverend John Burwell on the phone, and the weekend warrior himself, Mr. Terry Allen. Before I reminisce some more, guys, with you, let me thank John Q. We call him Q here. John Quincy.
Yes. Oh, thanks, guys.
For doing a wonderful job with the website and with the special shows, John, where we look back and reminisce. You have done a fabulous job.
Oh, it's a labor of love, and I have a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun doing it.
John wanted to be here.
He did.
He wanted to be a TMA.
I have a different definition of the labor of love.
What's that?
Let's not go there.
We won't go into that right now.
It's Man's Day.
This is a family show.
John Quincy is an honorary WTMA good guy. We have proclaimed that, and I think that's a unanimous thing.
John, thank you. Unanimous.
I think we ought to vote on that, Terry. That's Terry Allen talking there.
How about almost good guy?
Almost good guy.
I'm in here with Johnny. John wanted to keep an eye on me because he doesn't trust me out of his sight.
And I think that's a good thing that that he's doing that, Terry. None of us can trust you. That's why we kicked you out of the studio a few minutes ago. Just teasing.
Thank you.
Now, I got to bring something up here, guys, before we go. We got about 4 or 5 minutes left. And Gery London, during the commercial, you were talking to me about how many people have found religion, actually become ministers, after having worked here at WTMA. And I think that's because after working here, there is something, John. You had to get religion. This place drove you to religion. If you didn't have it, you'd die. John Burwell, when did you, you're an Episcopal priest, when did you get the calling?
Got the calling, golly, I think it was 78. I think it was 77, 78, something like that. Boob got it before I did because I was one of the few people who would actually listen to him. Boob would give me the 4 spiritual laws, and I think I was one of the few disc jockeys who would actually listen to him back then. Yeah. And he had a big influence on me, both before and after.
So you got the calling in part because of Booby Nash. Booby, did you get the calling to become a minister? You're a minister, too, before or after the sex change? Do you remember, was that, I'm sorry, just teasing there, folks.
That is a cheap shot.
It's Man's Day, too.
It is Man's Day,
of all things. Well, you keep calling Burwell right Reverend.
Yes.
Does that mean that I'm the wrong Reverend?
Well, you can take that if you want to for what it means, Boo.
Well, I got the call, but as a kid, and I think John Burwell probably had it too, you just sort of know that you want to know God, but
you were brought up that way.
Yeah, but in the traditional churches, they really did not when I was growing up teach us to really know Him, just know about Him, and there's a desire in every man to know God personally.
quickly, we got a call for you, Booby, but before we get to that, Bill, do you want to share an experience you had after having worked at WTMA?
Yeah,
Bill Quinn is with us.
I went away and I came back to visit my sister, and I went to church for one Sunday morning, and they never open up the baptismal for anyone.
Right.
But that particular day, the minister says anyone, and I found myself coming up out of this being baptized personally, and guys like me like my suit. I didn't even change clothes.
Yeah.
So while people talk about the calling or being called, it is clear to me that I had no desire that day to go get baptized. It happened to me. They have never opened the pool before or after that. So that was apparently my calling, and I'm really glad that I didn't shy away from it.
Yeah,
and it happened after having been here with people who really cared about people.
Something really exciting happened when I was baptized. When they brought me out of the water, my hair was floating down.
Because
I was wearing toupees at the time, and it floated down the water.
So your rug just left you and floated right down the water.
It was a sign.
It was a sign indeed. I'm not sure what it was a sign of. Alton's on the.
When that happened at Jet Ski Day, Boob. You remember that one?
Yeah, the Jet Ski Day. We talked about that last week when I was on.
I heard you. Yeah. I was there when that happened to you. I can testify to that fact.
Alton is on the phone, Booby. He wants to talk to you. Hi, Alton.
Hey, guys. How y'all doing?
Fine.
Booby, I remember you as a child growing up. Of course, WTMA was the only, rock and roll station that I remember. I was coming up in the 60s. And we had a 7-Eleven over here off Highway 61. Mm-hmm. And you remember when the Icy first came out, the Slurpees.
Yep. Uh-huh.
And they had the coupons on the side where you could tear them off and you get X amount and you can go in there and get free Slurpees.
Sure.
Well, you came to the 7-Eleven with the radio station, and do you remember making the Slurpee 45?
No.
Wow.
I've got that. I still have that 45 at the house.
You've got a 45 that Booby made?
Yeah, it was a Slurpee. It was
that might be worth something.
It was put out by that company who made the Ices, and you did a little song on that 45.
My
and
goodness.
I sure would like to get it to you so you could see it.
We would love to hear that.
Drop it by the station. We'd like to hear
Alton,
that.
yeah, please do. Bring it by if you can. Alton, we're running out of time, but thank you so much for the call and sharing that wonderful memory with us. Quickly, guys, we've got about, we don't have much time left at all. Let me thank everybody here. Bill Quinn, thank you so much. Booby Nash, Gery London. Reverend John Burwell. John, thank you, my friend.
Hey, thank you so much for letting me be here.
Oh, our pleasure to have you. And my good friend and mentor, Terry Allen, the Weekend Warrior. Terry, thanks so much.
Thank you. Enjoyed being here. I want to thank John Quincy, WTMAmemories.com, best website out there.
It's been great. Happy birthday, WTMA. It is 70 years old today. It's been great to reminisce with all of you. I'm Bill Sharpe.
Thank you, Bill.
Thank you, Bill.
Yeah, you did a great job.
Thank you, Bill.
Bill Sharpe, Live 5 News. See you on TV.
Target Termite and Pest Control. Wishing 1250 WTMA Charleston a happy 70th birthday. TargetTermite.com.